Bloomington Ice Garden for today's championship game of the Bloomington Winter Classic at the Bantam B1 level, featuring the Chaska Chanhassen Gold Stormhawks wearing their home golds, taking on Bloomington Jefferson on their home rink wearing their home whites. Pair of home colored jerseys in this game. These two teams faced off about a couple weeks ago, maybe. Bloomington Jefferson with I believe it was a 2-0 victory. 2-0 victory over Chaska Chanhassen at the Chaska Community Center, Rink 2. The Stormhawks got off to a very slow start in that game, allowing a turnover right into the game. Right in the first shift, I believe, and then a relatively easy goal for Jaguars. And these two teams will face off in 6 days once again, right back at this rink on Saturday night in a District 6 game. So they faced off in a scrimmage, in a now in a championship game of the tournament, and then they'll face off in a District 6 game.
Welcome everybody to
13 minutes on the clock for some reason. I wonder why they have 13 minutes on the clock.
Now let's play hockey.
It's interesting. We've played every game to this point with 15-minute periods, and now the clock reads 13. I wonder what that's all about. The referee is telling them 15 minutes on the clock, and they're showing him the rules. Nope, it is supposed to be 15. They just realized it's supposed to be 15. Starting lineup for your Stormhawks. Nathan Brand in net as always, and it'll be the Kurt Palmquist and Ramatka line with Lund, and I think that's Lund. Yes, Lund and Lindell, your defensemen. Here we go. Puck is dropped, picked up by Palmquist at the red line. He'll still hold, bothered by a Jaguar, and turned over in the neutral zone. Oh, a penalty could have come there on Palmquist. There's a bouncing puck, comes to Kurt, and they are going to take Palmquist, it looks like, for tripping. So just 12 seconds into the game, and the Jaguars will start on the power play. Just like the last game, bad start for the Stormhawks. Hopefully they can keep the puck out of the net in this penalty kill. Face-off won cleanly by Kurt, thrown into the rafters by Lund, and we'll have a face-off right back to the right of Brandt.
For tripping, technical penalty 14-48.
Kurt wins that face-off. It's in his skates. He doesn't know it. There's a shot saved by Brandt. Rebound comes to Brandt. Jumps on the loose puck. Now it's tipped out to the point. Pressured by Kurt, and he's able to feed it out across the red line. Now the Jaguars back on the attack. Comes to the high slot and tipped out to neutral ice. Slides in off sides, and we'll have a face-off at neutral ice. It'll be Lund on the face-off. He wins that drop, picks it up himself, will gain the red line and dump it in to co-head coach Chad Lindell, yelling deep, deep, deep. He followed those instructions. 3-on-2 rush for Jefferson. On the power play, drops the puck at the right circle. Nice back pressure by Lund, creating a turnover. He picks it up himself, gets over the red line, and lost it there to Jefferson, who will skate in. Stood up nicely by Tyler, allowing Weisenen on the puck. Weisenen around. Brandt gives to Olsen. Olsen will flip it to safety. Pressured now by Tyler. They'll just dump it in and go for a change. Two of their 5 power players will go for a change. Behind the net. A lot of room behind the net on this rink. A little different from the previous rinks that the Stormhawks have played on to this tournament. Puck kept in and into the glove of Brandt. That puck was going well wide. And there's a ton of room behind the net, which probably means the offensive zone from goal line to blue line is less. It'll be Hokanen and Spalding. Real quick face-off there. Spalding wasn't even set. There's a shot through a screen, just missed. Maybe Brandt got a piece of it with his arm. Now it's behind the net, and the net is off. .29 seconds to go on the penalty to Holden Palmquist. He went for tripping 12 seconds into the game. This faceoff is won by the Jaguars. Back to the point, pressured by Spalding. Now it's in the corner behind Brandt now. Fronted by Lindell. Lindell pushes his player to the corner. Now in the corner with it again. They're going to reverse to the other side. They want to stay below the goal line. They can have it. There's a shot blocked off of Spalding's skate or shin pad, and then Hokanen unable to get on it to get it out. And the penalty is over to Palmquist. Palmquist is going to join the play. Dumped in low. It will be Johnson off the wall to Spalding. Spalding's going to reverse and hope to break out. Spalding up to Hokanen. Hokanen's one-touch pass goes to the middle, which is where Jefferson is. Nice hit there thrown by Spalding. Now Stormhawks on the attack. Palmquist dumps it in for Hokanen to chase. Good pressure by Hokanen, creates a turnover, leaves it for Spalding. Spalding around one, but slid a little too far on the fresh ice in the far corner. Here's Palmquist. Palmquist around, feeds it in front, and we've got a whistle. Holy cow. Music a little loud there. And the net is off on the other side now. To the YouTube algorithm that is surely watching this game, I am not in charge of the music, so don't give me a copyright infringement here, please. Kurt to take the draw. Palmquist is inching in. Puck sitting there, and it's Jefferson that will skate up 4-on-2 if they hurry. Now it's 3-on-2, but Ramaka hustled back to slow that up, and then it's tipped out. Down into the Jaguar zone. Palmquist and Kurt chasing. Kurt throwing a check, helping create a turnover to Palmquist, who touches it down to Lund, now in behind Brandt. Tried to reverse it. It's in the skates. Get some help from Tyler. Tyler up to Palmquist. Up to Kurt. He whacks it ahead. 2-on-1. 2-on-1. Kurt down the right side with Ramaka. Kurt shoots. His shot is blocked. It's Ramaka to pick it up. He's slowed off the puck with a check behind the net. Now Kurt throwing his shoulder in the corner. And it's turned over to Palmquist. Long shot is blocked. Comes right back to Palmquist. He'll jump on it. Throw it in front. That's off a stick. Comes to Tyler. He falls down. Loose puck in front. And he scores! Palmquist picks up the loose puck on the shot from Tyler. And it's 1-0. Chaska Chanhassen leads with 11:15 to go in the opening period. On the score sheet, it's going to look like a beautiful assist from Matthew Tyler. In reality, he pretty much fanned on the shot, swing and a miss, and the puck comes right to Holden Palmquist in the slot, and he scores his team leading 7th of the season. And the Stormhawks are up first. Jaguars right back on the attack. Shot saved by Brandt. Loose puck. Rebound comes to Johnson. Johnson tried to get around the boards. Now it's a pass in front. Nice anticipation by Weisenen. Now they go on the attack. Olsen's dump in is picked off, and I think they had cleared the zone. That was a bad offsides call there by the official. That was more like we've seen it before. Officials will call anticipated offsides. That was, I'm pretty sure Olsen had cleared the zone, but nevertheless, face-off comes back. Puck coming back into the Stormhawk zone, bothered by Johnson. Pass in front, all alone, saved by Brandt, big save. Defensive breakdown by the Stormhawks. They are allowed a Jaguar to skate to the front of the net all alone. He one-timed it on Brandt, and Brandt had faced up well to the puck. Great scoring chance for Jefferson. Face-off won by the Stormhawks. They push it up the wall. Now it's back down deep. Jefferson on the puck down there. Overskated by Spalding, getting help from Perry. Up the wall to the point. Dumped down deep once again. Bothered now by Bigglebach. Over the skate of Spalding, comes right out in front, and I'm not sure if a shot ever got on, but Brandt able to get his glove on it and get a face-off. With 10:16 to go in the opening period, Stormhawks lead 1-0 in this Bloomington Winter Classic Championship game. Face-off one to the top of the circle, saved by Brandt. He kicks it off to the side. Clearing attempt fanned on by Perry. Now it is thrown out. And they'll regroup in the neutral zone. It is rimmed around. We'll see who gets on it first. Chased by Tyler and Perry, and it's Jefferson. Pass in front is tipped. Picked up by Spalding to Azanoff. Azanoff back to Spalding. 2-on-2, Spalding with Perry. Spalding down the left side. Tried to get it out to Perry. That's off a skate. Now clearing pass broken up by Perry. Then Jefferson regains, will go ice wide, and they'll dump it in, and they'll get a full line change. It'll be Lindell first on it. Lindell up to Ramatka, kept in, shot right on to Brandt. He saves that. Perry, physical, leaves it for Kurt. Kurt able to get it out. They hurry 2-on-1. Kurt down the right side, fed it across to Ramatka, a little too strong, and he couldn't field that puck. Now down deep, it's Ramatka getting help from Kurt. Kurt picks it up, comes, I thought he was going to come out. Kurt with it, going to reverse to Ramatka. Now back to Kurt. No, it's Palmquist. Palmquist looking at his option. Still protecting in the near corner, out in front off a Jefferson stick. Almost pressure there by Kurt, creating a turnover. Instead, it's Jefferson to skate up. 2-on-3. They slow up. Cross zone pass. Shot. Glove save by Brandt. Might have been going wide. 8:45 to go in the first period. Chaska Chanhassen Gold leads Jefferson 1-0. Chaska Chanhassen playing one player short of a full roster. Aiden Girding remains at home, I believe, with an illness. Bouncing puck gobbled up by Brandt. Kind of didn't get in his glove. He just laid on the puck. Thankfully, it stayed right there. Kurt pushes that face off ahead, and it gets out just. Quite a difference to last night's game, or yesterday's game against Brookings. Chaska Chanhassen was dominated on the face-off circle. There was a great chance there by Jefferson. Shot, and then rebound came out, but Brandt reacted nicely to it. So the effort has definitely been there for the Stormhawks when it wasn't there so much yesterday against Brookings in a 3-1 win for Brookings. It's a nice play by Jefferson, game spot. Shot saved by the glove of Brandt. Rebound off the post. And Brandt has stood tall and got some help from his best friend, the post, and then got some help from his defenseman. His defenseman there just sat and watched the player as they skated right to the slot. Everybody just watched the player with the puck. That was too much puck watching for my taste. Now it's Bigglebach from his defensive position. Will gain the red line and get it to the top of the circle, but no farther. Here's Lindell. Will stop the puck just inside, or just next to the bench. It's Hokkinen. Hokkinen shot. Oh, almost in. Right off the glove of the Jefferson goalie. Now it's thrown up the wall and all the way down. We'll have an icing. Nice hard shot. Kind of through a screen by Sean Hokkinen. Nearly beat the goaltender. Shots right now are 8-3, 8-2 in favor of Jefferson. And that sounds pretty accurate to me. There's a pass to Azanoff. Azanoff, nice little mohawk move to skate, turn directions. Now the loose puck is going to come over to Bigglebach. Bigglebach finds it nicely, kind of fluttering puck. Gives it to Spalding. Spalding chasing in the Jefferson zone instead of a Jaguar with it. He'll cross ice pass. It'll go to Lindell. Lindell off a stick and into the stands. Halfway through the first period, it's 1-0. Chaska Chanhassen leads. We're going to get a fresh puck. And then the puck that was shot into the stands is thrown back in, so they'll use that one. Jefferson going to be kicked off the face-off dot there. Or an illegal face-off move. This time it's won by Spalding to Tyler, who gives to Azanoff. Azanoff has some ice to take. He'll take it. He's cut off there. And now it's Spalding to batter on the half wall. Turn over to Perry. His shot missed the net. Perry picks up the rebound, throws it behind the net or into the far corner. And it's intercepted by Tyler at the point. He'll just dump it right back in. And we'll see if that forecheck can get going. Nice stick by Perry, creating a turnover, picks up the puck, feeds it up to Lund. Slap shot on a rolling puck. It's going to come all the way out to Tyler. Tyler, aggressive there. Lost his stick in the process, but kept it in the zone, allowing the Stormhawks to get it in deep and get a partial change. Now a long pass to the Stormhawk blue line, now picked up by Kurt. Kurt will rim it for Perry. Perry touches to Tyler. Just a little behind him. No penalty called as Tyler is dumped. And then it's thrown all the way down as 3 of the Stormhawks on the ice needed a change. Face-off won by Kurt, I believe, will give them that face-off. He kind of won it back, even though now it's Jefferson with the puck. Bothered by Kurt down low. Jefferson players goes down. Bothered by Lindell, comes to Jefferson behind the net. Now in the far corner, up to the point. Long shot. Brandt never saw it, just missed the far post. Now it's Palmquist with it, doesn't get it out. Intercepted at the point. Shot blocked in front by Johnson, and our statistician is not very professional in the press box. There's no cheering in the press box. Intercepted by Ramaka. He dumps it down. It's going to come all the way around to this near corner now. Up the wall and intercepted by Palmquist. Dumps it right back in. Comes to the side of the net. Kurt right on. Oh, it doesn't go in. Puck comes off the end wall right onto Kurt's stick. He'd one-timed it on net, and the goaltender was there. There's a shot stopped by the glove of Brandt, and then he jumps on the loose puck. Great scoring chance by number 7. Shot by Palmquist, misses the net and goes right off the end wall. Came right out in front. And Kurt did what he had to do, dump it right on net, but couldn't beat the goaltender there. Bouncing puck, allowing Hokanen to skate down. Hokanen, nice race there by number 37 in white. Now it's picked up by Wiseman in the slot. He shoots, rebound, comes into the corner. Wiseman bothered from behind, couldn't get a lot on that. Here's Bigelbach now. His dump in is intercepted. And now it's knocked down in neutral zone by Jefferson. Ooh, both defensemen went to the same player. Nobody picked up the trailer, and they didn't get the shot off. It's Tyler who'll pick it up. Tried to give it to Hokanen. Hokanen now kicks it ahead. 2-on-1, 3-on-1 if they hurry. Wiseman with it. Wiseman across to Hokanen. Hokanen shoots. Goaltender goes post to post and makes the save. And that's thrown all the way down. I think we'll have icing as Bigelbach skates for it. And oh, that was a generous icing call there. Bigelbach was not skating. They give him the icing. 1-0 with 4:44 to go. Great chances in the past minute or so for the Stormhawks on pretty much block shots or block passes, creating odd man rushes going the other way. Tyler forechecking in the corner, gets help from Azanoff. He tries to dig it out. Instead it's Jefferson, and will touch it ahead to the winger, who tries to feed it to the forward. Then it's dumped back in and offsides. Puck comes back to Tyler off of Perry's skate and into the Jaguar zone. Jaguars will just turn it right back up. Here's Azanoff. He'll tip it in deep. And it'll be the Jaguars on it first there as the forecheck tries to get going. And they nice 2 passes and they're out. Oh, they're getting around Tyler in. Oh, what a save by Brandt with the left pad. The net is off. What a save by Nathan Brandt, who went stretched out to make that save. He got like a warning from the official for kicking the net off. I don't know how he possibly could warn him on that. He had to make that save. He had to stretch out with his leg. How can you possibly make that, warn the goaltender there? Now the official's going to tell Chad Lindell about the warning about kicking the net off, but I don't know how you could in any way say that that was done on purpose. He had to sprawl out to make that save. .401 to play. Loose puck, or the face-off eventually controlled by Jefferson, blocked by a Jefferson player. Kurt whacks at it. Now he feeds it up to Ramaka. Ramaka gets around one, touches to Palmquist. Oh, and Palmquist just got too much on it. It's going to be icing. And he slaps his stick in frustration. He knew that if he fielded that cleanly, he would have gone in potentially alone if he can beat the defender. Face-off won by the Jefferson, shot into the glove of Brandt. Like to see Kurt maybe try to tie up the other centerman here, not allowing him to. That was more of a tie-up. And here comes Palmquist. He will get his breakaway if he hurries. Palmquist in, shoots, scores! Palmquist bar down on the partial breakaway. His second of the game, his 8th of the year. And it's 2-0 Stormhawks in this championship game. Palmquist was frustrated in the previous attempt to go on a breakaway. This time he got it, raced down, got the puck, and beat the goaltender high and hit the crossbar and in.
Scoring for CCHA, number 87. Time to goal, 3:33.
Palmquist all over this score sheet right now. Oh, there's a dangerous poke there by Brandt. Nothing comes of it. It's Ramaka now with it. Ramaka down the left side, hit hard, awkwardly into the wall. He's going to go for a change. Looks like he's all right. Jefferson, one-touch pass, intercepted by Wiseman. Oh, and he's hooked. No call coming. Where is that call? Wiseman forechecking, creates a turnover. Tried, I think, to get to Olsen. In front to Hokanen, right under his stick. Johnson, long shot, right on, and it's gobbled up by the goaltender. Good pressure there by the Stormhawks. Hokanen might see that one in his sleep as that puck came right to him. Probably too fast, couldn't react quick enough, and went right under his stick. Face-off one back to Bigglebach. He's got to hurry. Uh-oh, here comes Jefferson. 3-on-1 with Johnson back. Shot missed wide, well wide. Jefferson with it. Puck net had come off again. Again, you cannot blame the goalie for knocking the net off. Nice pass across to Hokanen. He can't get it cleanly, and it's Jefferson that will go back on the attack off of Bigglebach. Now it is Bigglebach in his own zone. Up the wall. That's taken away by Jefferson. Up the wall to the point. Bothered by Hokanen, knocked down or tipped by Wiseman in the far corner, or in the near corner. Wiseman knocks it down again. Now it's pushed up the wall, intercepted by Hokanen. Hokanen will skate 2-on-2 with Olsen. Olsen, now they're well offsides. There's a correct offsides call. Hokanen a little too much stick handling at the blue line, creating that offsides. I think they were at the end of their shift, so that's not the worst result. Face-off eventually controlled by Perry. He'll get the red line and just into the Jaguar zone. Long pass to the near blue line. Doesn't connect, but they do get it deep. Lindell try to give it to Azanoff. Instead it's picked up by Jefferson. Good stick by Azanoff to break up that pass. And it's Spalding digging away with help from Lindell. Bounces out to Tyler. Tyler gives to Azanoff. Flips it up, and nice pinch keeps it in by Jefferson. Here's Tyler with it. Tyler will flip it out and down. I think we'll have icing unless they can race for it. And we have an icing. With 1:31 to go in the opening period, Chaska-Chanhassen leads 2-0 on a pair of Holden Palmquist goals. Face-off won by Jefferson. No clear control along the half wall. Ramaka gets it out, and it'll be Palmquist with it. Palmquist into the zone. Palmquist cuts to the middle, flips it on net, and no rebound there for Ramaka to pounce on. Face-off 1-2 Tyler. Tyler's shot goes behind the net. Ramaka and Kurt will chase. Kurt gets a stick on it at the hash marks along the wall. They dig away. It's Jefferson with it. We'll have to find a way to break out. Turned over to Tyler. Tyler waits. Nice little stick handling move to get around. He's taken down, no call. But he is able to get it back in the zone, forcing Jefferson to have to go 200 feet. Here's going to be a turnover. Kurt knocks it in. Palmquist will chase now. Good forecheck here for the Stormhawks. Ramaka's got to go to the puck. Here he does now. Pushed up the wall and not fielded cleanly. Tyler keeps it in again. Almost to Palmquist. Hops over his stick. Now Ramaka. Ramaka to Palmquist out in front to Kurt. One-timer blocked. Comes out to Lund. He whacks at it. Gets into the corner. Palmquist tried to feed Kurt in front. Now it's behind the net into the near corner with 20 seconds to go. It's thrown up the wall all the way down, and we'll have icing and a great pressure there at the end of the first period by the line that has 2 goals so far in this game. So they'll get a face-off with 16.4 to go. Face-off kind of won by, I think that was Wiesen, and here comes Jefferson with 10 seconds. In, shot high over the net. I'm not sure Johnson got a piece of that, or whoever the defenseman was got a piece of that. Went into the netting. I feel like that one should come out, but they're going to talk about it. I think that should come out of the zone, but I'm guessing they'll keep it in. Yeah, they're going to say it was tipped. No argument from the Stormhawks, so I assume that was correct. Could be a crucial call there. Face-off won by Jefferson. Long shot. Nice glove save through a screen by Brandt. That's why that was an important call by the officials. I didn't think it was tipped, but now we've got to try to win this face-off, and they do and get it out. And that does it for the end of the first period. It's 2-0. Stormhawks after one. Pair of goals by Holden Palmquist. We'll have stats for you shortly. After a quick start by Jefferson on the shot board, it evened out. Jefferson still with a lead, 10-9. Scoring chances also pretty even. Jaguars with a 3-2 advantage. Face-offs even at 14 apiece. Hits 3 for Chaskatchan, 1 for Jefferson. We had one penalty that was on Holden Palmquist. So 0 for 1 on the power play go the Jaguars, and then odd man rushes 4 in favor of the Stormhawks, 2 for Jefferson. Again, both goals by Holden Palmquist. Teams will switch ends for the second period. Long change coming for both teams here. A lot of times that can result in potential odd man rushes as teams have to go farther to get to their bench. This faceoff is controlled by Jefferson on net, pushed aside by the goalie and up the wall, but not controlled by Jefferson or by the Stormhawks. Jefferson into the Stormhawk zone, feeds it in front, and nice defense there. Didn't allow a shot to get on. Here's a loose puck, comes to Johnson, and then Wiesen goes down as he tries to clear it. Now in the corner, Johnson getting help from Wiesen. Wiesen will flip it over And we'll see who chases there. It will be Weisenen himself. Now pushed up to Hokanen. Hokanen will skate out, give to Olsen. Olsen one-on-one. Olsen down the left side. His shot, partially deflected, goes all the way up the wall. Intercepted by Bigglebach, right to Hokanen. Hokanen around one and a nice little stick handling move. Drops it to Lindell. His shot is off a shin guard, goes right to Hokanen. Hokanen tried to feed it in front to Spalding. Now it's Spalding with it. Looking for some help, perhaps. It's going to be Hokanen. Try to get it out to Olsen. Now here he comes to Olsen. Off the goaltender stick. Turnaround shot. Turned away. Better effort on that. Able to get it out. Nice defensive play by Lindell to break up the rush. Here comes Jefferson. Pass. Oh, that was, I think, supposed to be a pass. Instead, it came right on to Brandt. And he just got a piece of it with his right leg pad. And then jumped on the rebound. Face-off won by the Jaguars. Shot goes to the slot, and it's tipped out to the other point. Long shot on the ice, and they score. Tipped in front, I believe. Long shot. Number 11 is skating by the bench first, so we think he may have gotten credit for it. So it's 2-1 early in the second period. A shot from the point, tipped in front. It is the center, number 11, so I think he was in front of the net. There's a face-off control by Spalding, right off the
for Jefferson,
right off the goal.
And assist from number 4.
Harry up the wall into the corner. Now it's pushed down. It'll be Lindell to chase. Slap shot, deflected a couple times. Spalding whacked away at it. Backhand shot right on. And it's eventually gathered by Jefferson up the wall and reached for it was Bigglebach. Here comes the Jaguars, bothered by Bigglebach on the far side. They turn away from Bigglebach. Now it'll be Lindell to try to stop the attack. It's Spalding. Spalding, pass goes off a skate, comes to Bigglebach, to Azanoff, and out of his reach, and the puck had come out and back in offsides. 2-1 with 12:45 to play. In the second period, Chaska-Chanhassen leads. 2 first period goals by Holden Palmquist. At the Jefferson line, they get it to the red line and now dumped in off of Tyler's stick. He'll grab it there, drop it for Lund. Nice little reverse play up to Ramaka. Ramaka try to kick it ahead. It comes to Kurt. He'll tip it to the red line, no farther, and it's dumped back in. And they'll have to go 200 feet once again. Tyler up the wall to Palmquist, hops his stick, but it does get out. Pressured in the neutral zone, it's Palmquist. Palmquist tips it in and will chase. Palmquist chasing. Palmquist throws it in front. Kurt touches it. Kind of was flying by there. Couldn't really get a shot off. I think he tried to touch it over to Ramaka. And now they'll go D to D to Tyler. Tyler a little bit of space. He gets it into the zone. Ramaka will chase. Bouncing puck comes right to Kurt. Turnaround shot blocked and goes to the far side. Palmquist down low for Ramaka. Getting help from Palmquist. Palmquist up to Lund. Long shot. Save. Goaltender didn't know where it went after that. Turnaround shot by Palmquist. Misses everything. And it'll be Tyler to pinch. And it's tipped out by the Jaguars. Lund by himself in his own zone. Kind of fanned on that pass. Jefferson changing though, so they should get out now. Here is Ramaka. Ramaka gets a red line. Dumps it in deep. It'll be Hokanen on it first. Hokanen mishandled it, and that allows Jefferson to jump on the puck. Pass to the center, intercepted by Lund. Olsen gives to Lindell, and now it's Weisenen down the left side. Weisenen throws it in front off of a skate right off to the side of the net. Now it's Olsen. Leaves for Johnson. Johnson had to hurry there, and he couldn't do much with it. Here comes Jefferson on the rush. Pass across, and it's in. 3-on-1 rush, and it's a tie game with 10:44 to go in the second. Lindell did everything he could but the pass was better than the defense, unfortunately. They, I think, had a nice little saucer pass over the stick of Lindell, and that was right onto the stick of the left wing, or the player going down the left side, and he tucks it in the open net on the weak side, and it's 2-2. And we got ourselves a game now for sure. Olsen racing down for the puck. He's pushed off of it. Perhaps should have been interference.
10-44, 14 from 7.
Now a clearing pass through the neutral zone in the skates, turned over to Johnson. They say it didn't come out of the zone, and rolling puck on net. And Brandt will get a glove on it, get a face-off. They have shots up on the board now that are, it says 15-8 in favor of, I believe, Chaska Chanhassen, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not sure. We're not going to go with those shot boards. Shot on to Brandt there. Let's see who gets the shot here. I'm not sure who the home team is. They're both wearing home jerseys. Here's Spalding through the neutral zone. Jefferson now on the attack. Pass to the slot. Backhand is the player. He leaves it, and Spalding will dump it out. They'll have to chase. Dump back in. It'll be Johnson on it first. Johnson tried to reverse. I think it's right by the Zamboni door. Azanoff picks it up there. Gives it up for Perry. Perry can't find it in his skates. Tipped ahead by Spalding. Spalding will go in off a skate and left in the neutral zone. Here comes Jefferson. 2-on-1 if they hurry. Bothered from behind by Perry, and then forced wide by Johnson. Trailer calling for the puck. Here comes a breakaway chance for Ramaka. Ramaka in. Fans on it. Comes right on. Good back pressure by Jefferson. And then a hard check thrown by Ramaka on the far corner. Kurt throws a check down low. But Jefferson picks up the puck. Looking to break out. And it's tipped out of the zone to Tyler. Tyler waiting. Good timing by Ramaka. There's a shot that goes into the corner. Tyler with it again. Tyler try to feed it in front, sitting there in the crease. And we get a whistle with 8:52 to go in the second period. 2-2. Faceoff eventually comes to Palmquist on the far side. Kurt chases on the forecheck. It's pushed up the wall all the way down. They say no icing. Somebody might have got a piece of it. Doesn't matter. Bigglebach races. His pass up the wall is intercepted. Now a shot goes wide. Slap shot in the skates of Ramaka. He'll skate up 2-on-2 with Palmquist. Ramaka down the right side. And Palmquist went to the side where Ramaka was instead of the front of the net. Now here's Kurt trying to whack at it. Instead, it's Jefferson to get it to neutralize. They go on the attack. Shot. Ooh, misplayed by Brandt. Just sits there at the top of the crease. They get the rebound. Shoots wide. And this line's been out there a while, so they're probably a little tired. Glove down by Kurt. Now it'll be Lund to chase in the corner. He'll push it down deep, and Lund will chase it himself. And an icing wouldn't be the worst thing. Now they'll get the red line here, so it won't be icing. It'll be Lund on the attack. Lund going in alone. He shoots, rebound. Oh, came to Palmquist and just couldn't get a stick on it. I think if Palmquist is in earlier in his shift, he probably gets on that puck sooner. Here it is, turned over to Olsen. Olsen will flip it in. Palmquist has been out there for a long time. Tips it down to Olsen. Back out in front. Comes to Lindell. Shot, scores! Lindell puts the Stormhawks back up in the lead with a nice pass from down low up to Lindell on the point. He beats the goalie to his stick side. And it's 3-2 halfway through this game. Stormhawks lead on Lindell's 4th of the season.
Scoring for Chaska.
Let's see if they give him an assist here. I don't know who passed that. Nice defense by Johnson to break up the rush.
Second assist, number 2.
So they give assists to Palmquist and Johnson. 87-2. Now Olsen on the puck. Breaks up the icing. Turnaround pass to Hokkinen. hops his stick, and now it's in the corner. They're going to go behind the net. It will be Wiseman to hop on it there. Feeds it in front off of Hokanen. Comes out to Johnson. Johnson mishandled. Able to get back on it to Hokanen. Hokanen try to get in front off a stick. Now Hokanen, sharp angle shot. Think shouldered away by the goaltender. Goes to the corner. Back down for Olsen off of a stanchion. Olsen will feed it down low for Hokanen. Hokanen now to Wiseman. This was the best line 2 games ago. So far this forecheck doing well. Defenseman had gone for a change, so no hope of pinching and keeping that puck in. They'll go corner to corner, fed in front. Nobody there for Jefferson. Kicked ahead by Tyler. Nice move by Olsen to get around. And then he feeds it down, and Hokanen had turned away as he was going for a change.
Pretty close to being on the red line.
Yeah. And it's an icing just on the wrong side of the red line was Dylan Olsen. Behind the net are the Jaguars. They push it, try to get up to the point, intercepted there by Azanoff. Now it's Tyler with it. Tyler will go cross ice to Perry. Perry is offsides. Well, he wasn't offsides. Azanoff was offsides. Perry had tried to go a little wide. And Azanoff gets a little talking to from the coaches. As he went in a little early. Spalding pushes it ahead, picks it up himself, then he's pushed off the puck. Now it's thrown off the half wall. Bothered by Spalding. Push up the wall to Perry. Bounces to the slot. Perry tries to get it onto the lower to Azanoff and Spalding. Now a hard hit thrown by Perry. Good hard hit by Perry. Here is Perry with it. His shot misses the net. Going to come around for Tyler. Tyler in his skates will dump it down deep for Azanoff. Azanoff tried to give it up to Tyler. Ooh, Tyler pushed in hard, but he's able to keep it in deep. Push up the wall again. Now comes to the high slot, and Lund was trying to pinch to keep it in. Instead, it slides down to the Stormhawk zone. It'll be Tyler in his own zone with 5:15 to go in the second period. Gives up to Azanoff in his skates. Comes to the center of the ice and across the red line to Jefferson, who will dump it into the Stormhawk zone. Perry behind Brandt. Perry's got the middle of the ice to take. Splits a couple of forecheckers. Now it's 1-on-3. Perry's just going to leave it for nobody, and that allows Jefferson to go on the attack. Shot goes wide. Going to come all the way out for Bigglebach to push down. Should not be icing. They wave icing. Bigglebach will chase. Now it's up the wall and almost kept in. Slides to Lindell. Lindell gets the red line. Tries to dump it in. That's knocked down by the Jaguars, but Lindell regathers it. Goes in with Palmquist. If he shoots across to Palmquist, he gets a great scoring opportunity, I think. Here is Palmquist now to Lindell. Lindell looking at his options, lost control. Now will skate back to his defensive position. He'll be replaced by Kurt as a forechecker, and it's flipped out. Here's Lindell. We'll dump it back in, and we'll have offside. They're going to say it was intentional and throw it all the way down.
Could be.
4:06 to go in the second period. Chaska Chanhassen with the 3-2 lead. Big face-off here. We're basically even for the game on face-offs one. And this one is controlled by the Stormhawks. Ramaka up the wall. And if they hurry 2-on-1, does he get to it first? Ramaka leaps for it. Loose puck to Palmquist. Everybody overskating. Comes in front to Palmquist. Palmquist in! Backhand shot save. Rebound comes back to Palmquist. He tips it behind, now into the near corner. And a little slow forecheck, and they'll dump it down off of Johnson's skate. And the icing is waved. Brandt leaves it for Johnson. If they hurry, they can get it going. There's a turnover in the neutral zone. Tipped ahead for Ramaka. I don't think he's going to get a breakaway here. Protecting the puck. Protecting. Try to get a shot on, or maybe to Palmquist. Kurt feeds it in front right to a Jaguar. And they'll go on the attack. Bothered by Lund. The forwards will change, so the defensemen are going to have to hold their own here until they get help from the forwards on the change. Turned over to Hokanen. Hokanen touches to Olsen. Bothered at the blue line, but able to get it out. Hokanen now down the left side. Olsen stays onside, but then they lose control, and Jaguars will get the red line, dump it in. Comes all the way around the wall, touched in deep. It'll be Tyler. Tyler behind Brandt. He'll reverse. Good. That was a smart play by Tyler. Gives to Hokanen. Hokanen, pass out of reach there. Gets to Olsen eventually. Olsen, his shot misses everything. Going to come all the way around to Tyler. Tyler, long shot, blocked, comes to the slot. Hokanen had his stick lift, couldn't get anything on it. They're at the end of their shift, and you can tell, especially after 4 games in 3 days, fatigue will be a factor here in this third period. Here's a puck to Olsen. He'll get it out of the zone, hope to change, but again, this is the long change period. There's a block shot by Tyler. Now the puck in the corner, fed across the slot for Olsen. He's going to try to get it out. He does, and allowing at least Hokanen to go on the change. Here comes Olsen now. Olsen one-on-one, shoots! Pad save on the glove side. Now a long outlet pass, misses everything all the way down, should be icing. And it is with 1:48 to go in the second period. Stormhawks lead the Jaguars 3-2. Face-off won by Spalding, back to Bigglebach. He touches it over to Perry. Perry's got a lot of ice. Perry tried to get it across to Spalding. That's off a Jaguar stick, and the Jaguars will skate up. Turned over to Perry. Perry will flip it in off a skate. Comes to Azanoff. Azanoff just touched it ahead. It'll be Spalding to pick up a loose puck. Spalding cuts to the middle. Bouncing puck across the top of the crease. Goes to the far side. Push in the wall. Azanoff. I think got it ahead to Bigglebach. Azanoff tried to get it deep, and that's intercepted. And now the Jaguars will break out. They come in down the right side, fronted by Johnson. And it's dumped into the far corner. Up the wall. Eventually gets it up to the point. Long shot, and it's in. With 1 minute to play, it was like almost the same goal as their first, a long kind of seeing eye shot. Found a hole through Brandt, and it's 3-3 with a minute to play in the second period. I don't think that one was tipped. That just found its way through a couple bodies and beat Brandt on his stick side.
And interrupted by 1 minute call. Okay, scored for Jefferson, number 9. And assist for number 15. Time of the goal, 1 minute.
Lindell dumps it in. Romaka will chase with 45 seconds to play. He's pushed off the puck, waiting for help. Gets it from Kurt, who tries to keep it down there in the corner. Under 40 to play. Now it's pushed around the wall. Palmquist will chase over there. It's fed out of the zone to Lund. Lund, D to Lindell. Lindell up the wall to Romaka. Pushes it in front off of Kurt's stick onto the goaltender, who tried to get his glove onto it. And now it's pushed off the wall and out. Last chance rush for Jefferson. Here they come on a 3-on-1 abbreviated chance. They shoot high over the blocker side. Great chance for Jefferson to get the lead there at the end of the period. Here's a chance, or a pass that misses everything. Long shot, tipped, comes across the other side, and the shot happens as the buzzer sounds. And it's 3-3 after 2. Stormhawks with a 2-0 lead and a 3-2 lead, only to see Jefferson come back to tie it. Shots are even, I believe. Shots are even, 17 apiece after 2 periods. Scoring chances, 7-3 in favor of Jefferson. Chaska-Chanhassen leading in the face-off department, 22-18. Chaska-Chanhassen leading 6 hits to 3. And then there was an even 4 odd man rushes for the game for each team. So it all comes down to the third period. 3-3 the score in this Bloomington Winter Classic Championship game at the B1 level. Hokanen with it, slides off his stick, allows Jefferson to dump it in. Icing is waved. It's Brandt with it, will touch it over, unfortunately not to Stormhawk. Now bouncing puck picked up by Weisenen, now to Olsen. Olsen down the right side, he's shut off, he gets a shot off, misses the net to the far side, and Jefferson back on the attack. Off of a Stormhawk stick, bounces to Tyler, who will just tip it out to neutral ice. Now glove down by Hokanen. Hokanen up to Tyler. Tyler through the skates, comes in alone. Tyler can't tip it on. Great little move by Tyler. I think he pushed the puck through the defenseman's skates. Jefferson protecting, waiting for help, leaves it for Tyler. Tyler flips it ahead, closed off by Hokanen, comes on down. It should wave icing, and it wasn't going to get across the line anyway. Almost intercepted by Hokanen, but Jefferson right back on the attack. Slap shot into the glove of Brandt. That was partially deflected, I think, by Matthew Tyler. It will be Spalding to take the faceoff. He wins it cleanly to Lindell, the last goal scorer for the Stormhawks. His pass to Perry is intercepted. Big save once again by Brandt. He's sprawled out again. Kind of a defensive breakdown there by the Stormhawks, allowing a great scoring chance. Great save again by Nathan Brandt. Face-off won again by Spalding. Back to Lindell. Now he finds Johnson. Johnson to Spalding, can't control it, but does get it out, and he's fronted at the red line, and Jefferson on the attack. Down the right side, try to cut to the middle. Now the wraparound coming, loose puck in the crease, picked up by Perry. Now it's touched over to Azanoff, back to Perry. Perry across the red line, too far for Spalding. He'll chase down the right side.
Stay there.
Loose puck at the blue line, picked up by Spalding. Spalding cuts to the middle and turns it over there. You don't want to turn it over on either side of either blue line. And then it's dumped in. Jefferson on going for the change. Lund fakes the pass, gets around one Jaguar, but not another. And Tyler will have to chase. Nice job of Tyler to fight through the stick check and then the real check to at least get the puck out to some relative safety. Kurt just gets it out to neutral ice. Back on the attack comes Jefferson. Cuts to the middle. Shot block. Goes to the corner. Kurt chasing. Pass in front. Intercepted by Tyler. Here in the corner. Get it down low. Fed it in front. Out of reach of the attacker. Perry falls down. Up to the point. Long shot. Saved by Brandt. I think that was going wide. Now it's Lund. Good pressure here for the Jaguars. But good stick there by Perry. 2-on-1 with Ramaka. Perry down the right side across to Ramaka. Ramaka in. Shot right on. Saved by the goaltender. Nice pressure in the Stormhawk zone by Perry, creating the turnover. And then a good pass across the slot to Ramaka. And his shot, unfortunately, gathered by the goalie. And Jefferson off the faceoff with control into the Stormhawk zone, bothered by Johnson. Johnson breaks up that rush, dumps it high. Hand pass, they say no. Oh, there it was. Hand pass by Jefferson will take the puck out of the zone. Face-off won by Jefferson, back to the red line and dumped into the Stormhawk zone, intercepted by Johnson there. Bouncing puck will go all the way into the Jaguar zone now. Weisenen chasing hard, pushed off the wall, and a stick lift there by Olsen was not able to get his stick back on it, and then it's dumped back in, and Weisenen still coming back on sides, and we get a whistle on that stupid rule. Olsen battling with the attacker at the blue line. Jefferson able to get it deep. Johnson pins his attacker to the wall, gets help from Weisenen. Weisenen to Hokanen, gloves it down, tosses it to himself. Nice little play there by Hokanen. Now across to Olsen, tipped off his stick at the blue line. Nice defensive play by Jefferson. Able to get it down and now deep. Lindell will get it around. It'll be Hokanen. Should be able to get it out here. Hokanen, his pass is off a skate. And through the neutral zone, intercepted by Weisenen. And Weisenen can't control it enough to get it in deep. Had the makings of a offensive chance. The puck coming through the middle. Now behind Brandt. Brandt holds his post. I think the attacker thought he might be able to catch Brandt sneaking to his other post. Instead, Brandt stayed there on his right side, and he just freezes it for a faceoff. Faceoff won by Jefferson, pressured by Tyler, almost able to get it out. Fluttering puck, it does come out to Perry. Perry will go one-on-one. Good defensive play. Once again, number 19 looks pretty good defensively. He's got a good stick. Jefferson will flip it high, goes behind Brandt. Off the end wall, pushed by Lindell. Gets help from Spalding, but he can't get it far enough for Azanoff. Pass in front, and that's gobbled up by Brandt. 10:23 to go in the third period. The score remains tied at 3. Face-off won cleanly by Spalding to Tyler. He tried to get her hard around the wall, kind of fanned on it. Here's a puck, comes out to Perry. Perry gets it off the glass, skates down. Perry down the right side, all alone. Tried to get it in front off a skate, and that pass doesn't connect. And that'll allow Jefferson to just get one pass out of the zone. Here they come, around Tyler. Shot saved by Brandt. Into the far side now. Pass in front, comes up to the high slot. Slap shot, missed the net on the blocker side. And an icing would not be the worst play right now. Pass in front, broken up by Perry. Perry will wisely ice it. They were hemmed in their zone and looked tired. And I think fatigue is going to be a factor here in the last 9.5 minutes. Whoever can overcome their 4th game in 3 days. Right now, it looks like Jefferson has a little more jump in this game. Kurt flips it up, but not any farther to the point. Lund tried to get it to the corner. Biggelbach will push a bigger player into the wall. They still dig away at it. It'll slide to Lund. Lund's pass by Palmquist, partially deflected. Bouncing puck through the center of the ice. It's Lund. Will give it up for Ramaka. Ramaka down the left side. Will flip it in deep, and he'll have to chase himself. Up the wall. Kurt not able to get a stick on it, and that allows Jefferson to skate up 3-on-2. Cuts to the middle. Shot saved by Brandt. They could have probably done a little more of that. Kurt and Palmquist were the high forwards, and they were going to lose the race back to get the high attacker for Jefferson. So they could have maybe done a little more puck movement there, because it was a true 3-on-2 rush. Face-off won by Jefferson. Nice pressure by Hokanen. Almost allowed him to go on a 2-on-1 rush, but that's broken up just outside the blue line. Now Weisenen chases. Weisenen breaks up a pass. Now it's off the glass at the red line, dumped in. It'll be Johnson to chase. Johnson will reverse and reverse again. Leaves for Olsen. Olsen up to Weisenen. That was a nice breakout play. Now Hokanen gets around one defender. Hokanen in the corner. Cut it in front. Puck goes high, the side of the net, and then Jefferson jumps on the puck, skates through the middle of the ice. Pass across the slot, broken up by Johnson. Johnson's going to skate up, gives to Hokanen. Hokanen in his skates just a little bit, and he couldn't field that pass. Here's a chance for Jefferson, almost. They make that pass, they go in. Maybe 2-on-1, maybe 2-on-2. Now it's dumped down to Jefferson, or dumped down to Johnson in his own zone. Johnson pushed off the puck, but Ramaka is there to help out. Now a long pass eventually finds Kurt. He'll just dump it in with 7:45 to go, and kind of a slow forecheck. Comes out to Palmquist right in front. Loose puck in the crease, and it's jumped on by the goalie. Real slow forecheck, but it still resulted in a scoring chance. Oh, sorry. Face-off won by Jefferson, but it's picked up by Palmquist. Turnaround shot right on. Rebound comes to Ramaka. Still in the crease. No whistle yet. And then it's jumped on by the goalie. And we get another face-off. See if Kirk can win one back here. Instead, it just sits there, bouncing puck. Palmquist's shot is partially deflected, goes into the corner. Pushed around deep. It'll be Palmquist first on. I think he tried to leave that for Kurt or Ramaka. Instead, it's Jefferson. Pushed it up the wall. Kept in by Tyler. Long shot into the shin guard. Now it's turned over to Kurt. Oh, he has more time to do something. Instead, he dumps it in deep. How do they not call a hooking there or a high stick? Here comes the puck out to Bigglebach. Bigglebach, long shot off a shin guard. And they go off to the races. Tyler back, helping back. Good stick by Tyler. And that helps break up that rush. Here's Bigglebach now in his skates. Pass in front. Now is tipped by Kurt. And off to the sidewall. Hit thrown by Kurt to help create that turnover. And it's Bigglebach 3-on-1 if they really hurry. 3-on-2. Bigglebach pass across to Ramaka. Ramaka dumped as he's looking to get the puck. Now it's turned over to Tyler. Tyler, around one, around two. No, now it's turned over to Spalding. Spalding's pass off the side of the net, and where is it? Now it's rimmed around the wall and out. Jefferson, 1-on-2, will dump it. That was tipped at the circle by Lund with 6:22 to play. Kept in by Jefferson. Tyler will come to the near side now for Palmquist to chase it down. Loose puck out to Azanoff. Azanoff to Palmquist. Palmquist has been out there a while. Cuts to the middle. His shot into the rafters and into the glove. .557 to go. Score tied at 3. Clearly, the next goal is kind of big. Face-off won by Jefferson. Lund falls down, and thankfully they're going for a dump-in. Pass in front. At the side of that, they whack. Slow whistle. And finally, it's whistled down. Brandt had full control of it. Lund fell down as Jefferson was on the attack. And fortunately, Jefferson had just thrown it off of the glass, not allowing them to skate in just totally cleanly. Here's a loose puck, comes across to Azanoff. Azanoff pass behind Perry, and that will allow Jefferson to dump it in themselves and chase. Instead, it's Lindell to Johnson. Johnson up to Perry. Perry kind of hemmed in by a trio of Jaguars. And then Azanoff fanned on a dump-in pass. Does come to Perry. He's pushed off the puck. Perry regathers, fed it in front. That's off a stick. Comes out to Johnson. Johnson will dump it in deep for Spalding. Spalding in front. Whacked away at it by Jefferson. Thrown all the way down. We should have icing. And we do with 5:07 to go. In the third period, 3-3. There's a shot right on off the face-off.
You shouldn't be tired.
Now it's Olsen behind the net. Try to give it to Weisenen. Pushed up the wall. Cut off by Hokanen, but they get by Hokanen. And here comes Jefferson. Off of the stick of a Jefferson player. Lindell with a one-handed swipe at the stick. Clock! Had to yell. The clock hadn't gone on. so I had to help him out there. And now it's running a little bit. And now they stop it, so that should be about accurate. Had a hand pass whistled against Jefferson, so that's why the faceoff is in front of the Jefferson bench. Olsen intercepted a clearing pass by the Jaguars and tried to hold the line as he waited for, I believe it was Wiesen to come back onside. And he kind of got pushed in himself. So it'll be the Kurt Ramaka Palmquist line. This is one cleanly by Jefferson, but it's one back into their zone, so the forecheck will start up. Nice couple passes, and they are almost out. Turnaround shot by Kurt. He kind of fanned on it or was partially deflected. Now here's a puck at the red line. Nice little toe move by Ramaka to get around one. Palmquist had it, lost control at the blue line, and now Jefferson on the attack. Nice stick there by somebody. Now right on, save, rebound. In front of the net, they whack away. Comes to the front again, shot right on. Still loose, and Brandt gets on it with 4:19 to play. Those turnovers at the blue line, they'll haunt there, and they did almost resulted in the puck in the back of the net. Jefferson cleanly wins it back to the point. Blocks by Palmquist. Palmquist got around one, 2-on-1, 3-on-1. Palmquist in, shoots, and he misses everything. Comes all the way out to Bigglebach. He's going to pinch, keeps it in, bouncing puck to Ramaka, and it's swept out where Kurt will pick it up, give to Tyler. Tyler across the red line, around one. Don't turn it over here. He does turn it over. Comes right to Ramaka, although then it's right into the glove of the goaltender. Tyler with a nice little move to get in the zone, but then you need to get the puck deep. And unfortunately, fortunately, it was bailed out as the puck bounced to Tyler Ramaka. Wiesenen won that draw, but not far enough back to get it to Lund. Now Perry will fight for it along the red line in front of the penalty box. Here's Perry. Perry will dump it ahead into the Jaguar zone with 3:40 to play. Dumped out, no, not out. Perry held his own once, twice, and now we'll flip it on net. And kind of a casual play there by the goalie as he leaves it for his defenseman. And it allows Jefferson to go on the attack instead of have a face-off in the Jefferson zone. Pass in front, and it's pushed away by a couple of Stormhawks. Now it's Perry. Perry up the wall, past Spalding, but not out. Long shot, missed the net on the glove side. Now a shot right on, saved by Brandt. Didn't get a great part of that. Pass in front, saved by Brandt. That was a good chance for the Jaguars in the waning moments of this third period. 3:06 to go. They've had chances on both ends in this third period. Face-off control by the Stormhawks. That hit the pad on the Stormhawk bench. So they'll have another face-off. Face-off won by Jefferson out to the point. Long shot goes wide behind the net. Bigglebach off the wall. Kept in by the Jaguars. Bigglebach shoulders off his attacker. And it's Olsen. Olsen rolling puck. Got to get this puck out. He does. Across the red line, but there it's taken by the Jaguars, and they'll skate in on the attack. It's fronted by, I think that was Tyler. Now it's Kurt up the wall. And nice outlet pass to Johnson, or to Olsen right off of his stick. And ooh, that was close to being onside. I'm not sure you saw it. I don't know if I was following it with the camera. 2:26 to play. And I think the bench might have gotten a little shortened here. Lines are different now. Faceoff was won, but ooh, there's a little miscommunication there. Brandt had left it for a defenseman, and a shot from the point, blocked in front by Brandt, and he jumps on the rebound. Little miscommunication as Brandt had stopped that shot, and instead of freezing it, he left it for his defenseman, and they didn't know he was going to do that. Face-off comes out. Here comes Wisenin. Wisenin across to Ramaka. Ramaka right on, push behind. Wisenin tried to feed it in front through his legs, and he fanned on it with 2 minutes to play. Pushed up the wall and out. Here comes Jefferson on the attack. Down the left side, pass deflected by Tyler. Turnaround shot blocked by Tyler. And he'll skate 2-on-2 with Ramaka. He feeds it up to Ramaka. Ramaka has an angle. Ramaka shoots off the glove. Just missed going in over the glove. Now a long pass tipped in the neutral zone, so icing will be waved. Here's Lund. Lund does a nice job to get a stick on it to allow the Stormhawks to hopefully break out. Here's Spalding, gets it out to safety. Dumped right back in off a glove. It's Lund on it. Lund able to get it out all the way down. And it will be icing, unfortunately. Although most of the Stormhawks were at the end of their shift, so they needed a change. Does look like the bench has been shortened a little bit for the Stormhawks. That's why the lines are a little different. This time it's Kurt, Palmquist, and Perry. Face off one back to Bigglebach. Bigglebach up the wall. Does it find Palmquist? It does, but he can't get much on it. Kurt tries to get it out. Comes to the slot. Bouncing puck. Nobody get a lot of control on it. Oh, and then it's overskated by Perry. Pass in front, broken up by Kurt. He shovels it aside to the wall with 1 minute to play. Comes up to the point. Long shot, just missed the net. Comes to the near side. Shot blocked by Kurt into the corner. Now Bigglebach chasing. Angles off his attacker, gives it up for Palmquist. Palmquist gets it out. And Perry will chase it down the left side, racing for it. Good hustle there by Perry, almost creating a chance. And here comes Jefferson with 35 to play. Long shot blockered away by Brandt. Loose puck comes out to Palmquist. Palmquist now down the right side. Palmquist cut off at the red line, or at the blue line. Nice play there. Now a long pass intercepted and neutralized by Lund. Lund pressured, he goes down. Pushes his player into the wall. Comes to Johnson. Johnson passes behind Kurt. He chases at the red line, dumped in. Palmquist stands up the attacker there with 6 seconds to play. Dangerous time right now. Don't want to do something stupid with the puck here. Johnson along the wall. And that's the end of the third period. Score tied 3-3. We're going to...
Overtime says 4-on-4, 5 minutes running time.
4-on-4 for 5 minutes. Running time, and then I would assume we would go to a shootout unless they go to 3-on-3. Shots through regulation were 30 in favor of the Jaguars, 23 for the Stormhawks. Scoring chances 8-4 for Jefferson. Face-offs were almost completely even. Chaska Chanhassen with a 29-27 advantage. Hits were also even, 8-7 for Chaska Chanhassen, and 7 odd man rushes apiece in this game. 2 goals by Palmquist, 1 by Lindell, and then Jefferson's goal scorers number 11, number 14, and number 9. So maybe those are a few to take a look at in this overtime session. We're going to skate again 4-on-4, and it's going to be the long change 4-on-4. Some discussion, I think, confusion about whether they switch ends. It looks like they do switch ends. For the Stormhawks, it'll be Wisenin and Spalding with Lindell and Bigglebach. Stormhawks get the puck in deep, right off the faceoff in this overtime session. Good pressure there by Wisenin. Leaves there Spalding. High puck will slide out. Picked up there by Lindell. He'll get it back into the Jaguar zone. Chased by Spalding to the blue line, but turned over to Lindell. Lindell stick handles around one. Gets into the zone. Lindell, his shot right on. looking for a 5-hole, and now it's swept out. It's going to be a race for it. Bigglebach will get on it first. Otherwise, it was a 2-on-1. Nice hand-eye play there by number 37 in white. Knocked down the Bigglebach pass. And let's see who picks it up. It is Lindell. Will feed it ahead for Wisenen. Wisenen, one-on-one, cuts down to the right side. Wisenen waiting. His pass is off a skate. Comes to Bigglebach. Slap shot, blocked. And here comes Jefferson. Fronted by Lindell. Turnaround pass is stopped by Bigglebach. He's not able to get it out. Pass across is stopped. Here comes a wraparound chance. Stopped by Brandt. Shot blocked in front. Now it's thrown off the wall. Tried to get out of the wall. Intercepted. Shot right on, and that's tipped away. Comes up to the point. And tipped away by Lindell. Thrown all the way down. It's going to go on net. No, it isn't. Ooh, that was close. It will be Kurt and Palmquist, the forwards, with Lund and Tyler, your defensemen. Again, we're playing running time in this overtime session. Tyler gets it around the defenseman. Here they go on a 3-on-2. Tyler down the left side has Palmquist. Palmquist in. Palmquist, backhand shot. Oh, goes over the net. Here's Tyler picking up the loose puck. Try to get around once, still with it. Gives it down to Palmquist. Lost control there. Push around the wall. They chase for it. It'll be Kurt to hold it in. Kurt with it. Down low to Palmquist. Palmquist to Kurt. His shot goes through the top of the crease. Comes out to Lund. Lund. Push it in front, but nobody there in yellow, and that allows Jefferson to skate out. Pressured by Palmquist in front of the Stormhawk zone. Puck just sat right there. Here comes Jefferson on the attack. Palmquist going for a change. Here comes Jefferson. Around Tyler, but then picked up by Lund. Tyler off the wall, not out. Long shot, high into the air, that's gloved at and bounces safely away. Now at the right circle, a shot blocked by Brandt. He lays down. Loose puck sitting there. Kurt, he fires it all the way down the ice and gets an icing. Golden opportunity for the Jaguars to get the winning goal. Two minutes to play in this overtime session, then presumably we go to a shootout. Face-off controlled by the Stormhawks, but they're not able to get it out. In the skates of Lindell, he can't find it. Now he does, slides to the top of the circle. Here comes Jefferson, but they don't get a shot off. Turned over to Ramaka, and then the puck eventually comes out. Thrown back in, off sides. It'll be under a minute and a half to play once we get the puck dropped. It is Olsen and Ramaka, the forwards. Lindell and I can't tell. It's one back. I think it's Johnson. It is Johnson with the puck. Try to get it out. It's turned over at the blue line. Jefferson, shot blocked. Goes behind the net. Try to feed it in front. That's taken away by Johnson. He gives to Ramaka. Ramaka to Olsen. Olsen with a minute 8 to play. Olsen down deep. Tried turnaround shot right in front of Ramaka. He can't get it off. Comes out to Johnson. Long shot blocked. Johnson finds a rebound. Gets it down deep. Olsen digging away. Comes up the wall. It'll be Johnson to dig for it. And they're going to race. Lindell and 37 in white. They better pick up the late guy. Look for the late guy coming. There's the pass. Nobody picked him up. And shot blocked by Lindell. It'll be Spalding now with 40 seconds to go. Spalding in. Wisenen coming in late. Spalding to the behind the net in front to Wisenen. He's tied up. Puck's going to slide out to Tyler with 25 seconds to play. Tyler over to Lund. Back to Tyler. Back to Lund. And the pressure turns the puck over into the slot. Tried to get around Tyler in a great defensive play. He's hooked from behind. Flipped out. Last chance for the Stormhawks. Spalding in. Spalding shoots right on. And save. And that'll do it for overtime as the clock will run out. Great end-to-end action. And I think we're going to go to a shootout to decide this game, I believe.
And the last game goes down to a shootout. It's 3-on-3.
Shots were pretty much even in that period, so as you might expect, running time. So we're going to go to a 3-player shootout in this game. We're going to see who the two teams select. They do a lot of shootout drills in practice, a lot of times to end practice. And I'll try to give the coaches some credit and say that they know who's decent and who's not at the shootouts. I know I would pick Holden Palmquist on my end. See if he can get his 3rd of the game, although this one wouldn't count as a hat trick. Aside from that, I'm not sure who our top shootout specialists are. So Chaska Chanhassen got off to a 2-0 lead through the first period. And then Jefferson scored twice to tie it up in the second, and Chaska Chanhassen got the equalizer. The third period was no scoring, overtime no scoring. And now we head to a 3-player shootout. It'll be best of 3 if it's still tied after that. We'll go to a sudden death shootout. So if we are tied after 3 shooters apiece, if one scores and the next doesn't, the game will be over. And it will be Holden Palmquist first for the Stormhawks. Palmquist with the first 2 goals in this game. He scored high off the crossbar on a breakaway before. Here comes Palmquist skating in. Save. Palmquist tried to drag it around and beat the goaltender on the glove side. And that's a save. It will be number 7 for the Jaguars. Instructions for Brandt, and here he comes. Oh, it goes in. It looked like Brandt had initially made the save. Nice stick handling move to flip it in on his backhand. And it'll be Sean Hokanen to try to even things up here. He misses the net. And if Jefferson scores here, they win the championship. It will be number 11 who scored one of the goals earlier in this game. I believe it was the tip goal in front of the net. And if I'm Jefferson, I probably stick handle instead of shoot. He scores. And the Jaguars win the Bloomington Winter Classic. And the Stormhawks will finish their first tournament of the season with a runner-up finish. Really, all they lost was a shootout. The game will officially end in a tie. And I don't think they have anything to hang their heads at. That was a great game from start to finish by the Stormhawks. Now the Jaguars will go home with the tournament hardware. And these two teams will face off in 6 days right back here on this rink. So I'm sure there'll be a lot of motivation for the Stormhawks to get revenge. That is the Stormhawks' next game, November 19th against Jefferson. Then on November 20th, they'll face Edina Green, and I'm sure will be a very tough game for Chaska Chan. And then the following weekend, Thanksgiving weekend, we're back in tournament play at the Super Rink Spectacular up in Blaine. But second place finish for the Stormhawks at the Bloomington Winter Classic. 4-3. Bloomington victors via shootout. Goals for the Stormhawks from 2 from Palmquist, 1 from Lindell.
Jefferson Chan, congratulations both teams. Hell of a game, guys. Jefferson Chan, I need 2 guys, 2 captains. Come on over. Get your second place trophy.
Second place trophy.
Jefferson Chan, come on over. We gotta get off the ice. 2 guys, come on over. Let's go.
Nobody wants to come get the second. Wants to get the trophy.
There we go. There's 1. There's 2. Congratulations, guys. This fine, nice lady here is going to be taking some pictures. And now for the first place, Jefferson. Need 3 guys over here. 3 guys over here. Come on over, get your hardware. It's nice to take a picture when you have the trophy in front of you.
Yep, they're going to take pictures of the trophy. Stormhawks will get together for their runner-up team photo. Again, nothing to hang their heads over. That game was a tie. I think if you keep playing overtime, there's a real strong chance they get that go-ahead goal.
Thank you, everybody, for coming out this evening. Drive home safe. Congratulations again to both teams.
First of 4 tournaments for Chaska-Chanhassen, and they've got a hardware in there first, so a good start to the season for this Stormhawk squad. Again, they'll have 2 games next weekend. 1 Saturday, 1 Sunday, both on the road. And then the following weekend, they'll be at the Super Rink Spectacular for their second tournament of the year. That'll do it from Bloomington Ice Garden. Jefferson goes home, winners of their home tournament, with a 4-3 shootout victory over the Stormhawks from Chaska-Chanhassen. Thanks for watching this game, brought to you by Edge Tech Hockey.